Good evening and salutations, my Days of Elias fans. So, yesterday's episode, Sloan lied to Dimitri and was like, hey, listen, Leo's gonna be free. And I'm like, what was your plan for that? Because eventually he was gonna find out. And when he did find out, when he read the newspaper and he found that Leo was gonna be charged, he pretty much texts Sloan is like, yo, listen, your ass is pretty much grass at this point. I'm gonna sit there and blow up your life, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. So Sloane is looking at her phone. She's so worried that when Eric asks her about the DNA test, she doesn't even sit there and really listen. She's like, you know what, listen, do whatever you want. I don't really care. She's not really paying attention to what he's saying. So she makes a mad dash towards Dimitri's place, and it's like, hey, listen, I tried this, that, and the third, and it's like, Dimitri just looked at her like, are you just gonna play me for a fool? He's like, hey, listen, I will sit there and tell, and then Leo will sit there and get off. I mean, he can be charged for murder if the baby's still alive, so problem solved. Now Sloan is like, hey, listen, he may be able to sit there and beat the murder charge, but everything else, like he has a bunch of other crimes that he may go to jail for. To sit there and say, hey, listen, my service is still needed. In all reality, any decent attorney, hell, even a public defender, not to sit there and really slam public defenders, but like, he could just sit there and just hire another lawyer to make sure that Leo gets the charges dropped. So, again, if you can't do what he's asking, he don't need you. That's the thing. But Sloan is like, hey, listen, why don't you turn yourself in and then Leo can go? And I'm just like, yeah, but the whole point of pressuring you into getting the charges dropped is so that way they can be together. Not for him to go to jail and he's free. Now, he does wind up doing this selfless thing because he really does love him. He's like, you know what? Listen, I actually found somebody who I will put ahead of myself, right? It's a very sweet, loving, and touching thing, which is really great, character development and everything like that. I'm like, that wasn't the deal. Um, the point was for y'all to both be together. Now, EJ is just having a ball of a time, Snitty gloating to Leo how he's going to go to jail and that's just going to be that and it's going to be a wrap and it's case shut. I mean, point blank, period. Leo, he goes into his usual comedy routine. Oh, my fans are going to want me to be free, just like Britney Spears, blah, 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 blah. He stands firm. He's like, yo, listen, I'm not going to turn over Dimitri. But towards the end, Sloan walks in there. Sloan's like, hey, Dimitri agreed to turn himself in if you let Leo go. Now, of course, he's going to sit there and do it because he really wants the person that's responsible. So he's going to want, I'm assured that he's going to want him doing it. Now, Chanel and Johnny are having breakfast, and Chanel looks at Johnny's, arm and is like, oh, that's a bracelet. And Johnny's like, yeah, Holly made it for me. I'm like, at this point, Johnny, come on. You gotta at some point put two and two together, and realize that this girl is into you. Now Tate overhears, or he pretends to overhear. He comes in and he's like, oh, he's over you, or whatever. He's over, he's over EJ, or whatever. And his plan is to sit there. I don't understand what this big plan is, but he plans on kind of getting Chanel away by asking for a job so this way he can help pay for the sprinklers and, he can get out of selling faster. And Chanel agrees, so Chanel goes to the bakery with him, and Holly comes over to hang out with Johnny. I don't know what her plan is. She starts going into this whole thing with Nicole and thinking that the baby is really thinking that Eric's baby is really hers, and I'm just like, but what is your plan now? Like I there here's the thing, and I said this multiple times. Even if her harebrained scheme actually does work, do you honestly think that a grown ass adult is going to want to be with you knowing that you're a minor? And yeah, I understand that some places 16 is the legal age, but I mean that's like even if it's legal, it's still gross. Okay, there's just no other way to sit there and put it. So I don't understand what would ever make him be like, you know what? Chanel was doing me dirty or whatever the case is. I'm also going out with you. I don't see that working in any scenario. Um, Nicole was happy with Holly for, having Eric agree to the DNA test. And Eric is already down there with Kayla. So they're just waiting for Nicole at this point. Now, I feel like Sloane eventually is going to get wind of it. She's going to do something to make sure that the test comes up negative or that it's really that it's not Nicole's baby. Because I know they're going to sit there and stretch this out a little bit longer. They're not going to pull a General Hospital, but they are going to stretch this out a little longer. So I saw some people in the comment section in one of the episodes, and I'm just like, um, y'all might be getting your hopes up if y'all think that Nicole's going to get the baby back this fast. Just saying. Double check. I feel like that's about it. This episode was average. It wasn't, super amazing, but it wasn't super terrible either. I feel like even an average episode of Days of Our Lives is still pretty good. Um, Compared to other shows, and I'm not going to sit there and name. You all know exactly what I'm talking about. But I feel like that's pretty much about it. Definitely watch the episode if you didn't watch the episode. If you did watch the episode, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If I missed anything, which I feel like I probably did at this point, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I'll be live streaming for an hour and a half, talking about Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, Bold and Beautiful, and Young and Restless. With that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.